Hey there, I don't know about you, sometimes I feel just a little bit overwhelmed by everything what's happening in this world. And that's why I see nature as a way to ground ourselves and a way to produce change and to give us hope in a changing world. So today I wanted to share some little garden tips and tricks that can create a little bit of difference in our little world, to be grounded, to look to nature, to how we can help nature so it can give back to us. So here's some ideas maybe to implement in your garden, or maybe a community garden. Sometimes we all just need to take a step back, admire the world around us, and know that everything is going to be okay.
Number 1 is to create a bee or bird bath. This helps support your local biodiversity and your local wildlife to ensure that they have a water source especially during times of intense heat waves and droughts. This helps them find local water and adapt to the extreme weather shifts. If you're doing a bee bath, make sure you add rocks or stones to a shallow dish, as this reduces the chance of the bees drowning and falling in, but they will definitely thank you for it. The great thing about these is they don't take up much space at all, so perhaps you live in an apartment, you could still fit one on your balcony. Next up is to build a pollinator garden. This can help capture and store carbon in plant roots and soils and replace high maintenance lawn areas to reduce fertilizer emissions and support the survival of insects, as they fertilize about 85% of flowering plants. This is important for the vital resilience of the ecosystem and pollinating plants and flowers for our fruit and vegetables with food security. Next up is giving back to your soil through compost. Compost alone is very important as it reduces greenhouse gases and food waste going to landfill, which causes methane emissions. We don't want that. So how about we put compost back into our yards, into our gardens, and to give back to our soil to act as a carbon sink. Now, if you don't have a compost bin, you can always do compost lasagna layering, which is what I'm kind of doing here, where I'm adding my veg and fruit scraps, and I'm just layering with different brown and green carbon components, such as grass clippings, leaves, bark, all those sorts of things. And this will help it break down and give it back to the soil and give it back to the plants surrounding that area of compost. And lastly, reduce the amount of chemicals you use in your yard. This is kind of great to save money, but also reduces and ensures that you keep the biodiversity of animals, pests and insects around, and you just deter them by doing companion planting. Plants next to other plants that will deter the bad guys from eating the good fruit and veg. It's a great way and a great alternative, so do some research. I love companion planting.
And if things become just a bit too much, there's always plenty of weeds to pull. I find them quite therapeutical and de-stressing. And just know that together we have the power to make a difference in this world.